My goal to have $100,000 in my bank account by 2023. I have 6 actionable steps that both you and I can do together. Make sure you watch the whole video to the end to get those 6 steps. If you skip one of these steps, it may not work for you, so make sure you watch the video to the end. All right, let's get started. So to get $100,000, we have to reverse engineer and figure out how much is $100,000 per month, per week, per day. So take $100,000 divided by 365 or 366 days in a year, you get $273.97. But we all don't work every single day. But luckily there's 260 working days in a year. So to do that, you take $100,000 divided by 260 days, you get $384.60 per week. So you wouldn't need to save that much to get $100,000. It's food for thought. Most people that earn $100,000 or have saved $100,000 is not usually from a windfall of some sort. It's usually from hard work. I think there's a famous quote by Charlie Munger. The first $100,000 is the toughest. Interesting enough, after the $100,000, due to compound effects through interest or having the $100,000 as a base core from your foundation, you start to go to $200,000, $300,000 more rapidly as you would to have occurred the $100,000 to begin with. So all things working in your favor to get that $100,000 and beyond. So what are the 6 actionable steps that we need to accomplish? Rule number 1, I think this is the most important, is your mindset. You gotta have an abundance mindset. I know it's difficult. I also work for a living too. That when times are tough, when bills are coming in and things are being piled up overdue, it's hard to have mindset. So that's why you gotta get mind right before you can actually develop this character to build $100,000 in your bank account. So some recommendations I would say is read some self-help books, motivational books. I know I've been reading is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and one of the interviewers that's in there, she talked about receiving a bill and then flipping it and thinking, hey, I'm not getting a bill, I'm getting a check in the mail. So things like that. Another one that was mentioned in the book was like, money is everywhere and it's always coming toward me. So you have that mindset that money is always going to come toward me. And I believe the universal law that if we believe such thing, it'll be attracted to us. It's just a universal thing. Number 2 is social media. So following people that, I know we use social media as entertainment, but it's time to use social media to elevate yourself, your income, your finances, your family. So you want to find people that done what you want to do and you follow their lead, and they always leave clues to how they got there. Either follow them on Instagram, on YouTube, and they'll leave snippets of what their life is like and how they occurred $100,000 plus. Number 3 is a side hustle. If you haven't already, checked out my video on Etsy, how I develop a motivational framework for the art pieces that you can hang in your living room or in your office. So if you haven't already, check that out. Another video I did was on being paid for doing surveys. Respondent.io is another highly paid professional survey where you can use to take the survey and get paid for it. Another one is selling digital assets like a PDF or a study sheet. So I am in healthcare. I'm in the process of developing a study sheet, cheat sheet for advanced practice nurses, where you can use it to utilize to study for a certification or any kind of recertification. I'll probably do a video on that too for my other YouTube site at Anesthesia 101, so we'll check that out if you haven't already. Before I go to number 4, I just want to say, if you haven't known already, I am not a financial advisor. I work in healthcare. I have no finance background. So do take this videos for educational purposes. I'm just showing you what I've done as far as in my real life, so as an example to show you folks out there. But switch jobs. I've done it a couple of times where I stayed in a job for too long, or I'm pretty stale where I'm not moving up in my profession to a different higher grade. I just usually quit, and what happens is when you have a W-2 job is then usually have a PTO or personal time off, and you can get paid out for a certain dollar amount. I think my job, they only pay up to $2,000, so anything above that you have to use it or lose it kind of deal. So what I do is I'll usually quit my job, move on to another one. I'll get paid out for the PTO, and then I'll sign up for another job that's offering a sign-on bonus, and then you kind of almost double dipping where you cashed out your PTO, now you're making a sign-on bonus on the next job. So things to consider, switching jobs is one of them. Number 5, do some overtime. I know this summer I may not be traveling as much, So I'll pick up a lot of the summer shift that people don't want to work because they're going summer vacation with their family. Trust me, you're just sacrificing one summer. Your future self will thank you. In a year's time, you'll have $100,000 in your pocket and less than $100,000 in your pocket. So that's number 5. Number 6 kind of goes hand in hand with number 5. Just take a little vacations. Don't take a big one this year. So just skimp out a little bit. Just do the extra overtime that we talked about with number 5, and then sock away that money that you get from the overtime. Every time you work at overtime, every time you work a weekend, anytime you get a chance to earn some money, put it away, and then before you know it, you have $100,000. So thank you for watching. I really believe that people that are watching this video, that they feel that there's something more to life than just going to work every single day, 9 to 5, going to college. So we can create our own reality through e-commerce, digital marketing, or even things like this on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by this summer. So you haven't already subscribed to the channel, and we'll walk this journey together. Again, I want to just say that your future self will thank you for taking this 12 months out of the year to make this $100,000, and this will be something that your family will thank you and love you in the end. It's just going to be uncomfortable for now. To have something that you never had, you got to do something that's uncomfortable. So being uncomfortable shows that you're growing, you're being challenged. That's what that means. So provide these type of motivations with personal finance. If you haven't already, check out my Etsy store. I got all these different quotes that I've come up with for your office, your home, your living room. So that way it keeps you motivated about money. And we should always be talking about money. It's something I didn't grow up with when I was as a first generation immigrant here to the United States. We always never talked about money. We always say work hard, but there's only so many days in a week. You're limited to the number of hours you can work in a week. So there's different ways we can earn money and create income for ourselves and our family. If you like these kind of videos where I talk about personal finance and help you with cost savings, doing stuff yourself, either through home repair, car repair, then go ahead and hit subscribe to the channel and comment below that you like this channel. So I'll see you next video.